each expansion that comes out, like, I don't want to go into smash. Just watch the video on times 2, chat. In a perfect game, yes, gear should matter in arena, but Blizzard, they're not good at balancing, right? We haven't really got to a good point where it felt balanced. So removing gear from PvP and just having base stat they give us when we enter, I think that would be ideal. So that way, like, even if we progress through season 1, season 2, season 3, season 4, the stat stays the same. So they have to like optimally get better at balancing, right? But every new season, we get a new set of gear and like new covenant, like higher covenant eye levels. So by season 4 or 3, it gets messy again. Like, we never come to a standing ground where we're like, oh, towards the end of the season, it's balanced, right? It just never becomes balanced, man. Like, some classes do better with versatility, some classes do better with haste. So towards the end of the season, whoever has like more stats, like they just perform way better, right? But if they just have a baseline standard like stat when you enter, they wouldn't have to, you know, rebalance everything every new patch, is what I'm trying to say, man. The problem is the gap, by the way, starter gear, veteran, but mmorpg needs the grinding. Right. No, I'm all for like grinding. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, when Wrath came out, I was spamming BG, trying to get some gear so I could start doing arenas. I love that progression, right? But in retail WoW in this new modern days, is if that's what we should call it, I think gear shouldn't matter in PvP. I really don't. Because at the end of the day, it comes down to who's the better player, right? Like, at the top of the ladder, it's gonna be these two guys with fully geared versus each other, right? And it comes down to like who's a better player, right? So it shouldn't be about gear anyways. How about instead of getting, I don't even know what you're talking about. No, they tried template. I was very surprised you want to go this way. One of the best feelings I had in WoW was waiting to go back home and buy my new arena weapon. I think if you ask a lot of players, Legion was when gear was the most equalized, right? Legion PvP was great, man. I liked that. I liked that a lot. Yeah, I liked the Legion gear system. I loved it. I loved it, dude. But at that era, people all had like vanilla WoW boners and they wanted gear to matter so they could go into BG and crush people one shot. They're like, oh, remember when gear matter? I don't know, like, where people got the idea of people are crying for gear to matter in PvP. Like, where is there source on that? Because I don't remember a lot of PvP players crying for that. Here we go again. And Legion, it was 10 eye levels just to get 1 increase. I mean, instead of getting gear, we grind for our strat. PvPers love it. Yeah, PvP players love the Legion gearing system. I thought it was awesome, man. I hear non-PvP players cry about it. Yeah, exactly, man. Or I don't want to say that and sound like we're on a high horse, but I think Legion PvP was fantastic, man. I mean, sure, there was memes of people like one-shotting still, but that's just like on the classes, right? But the gearing was nice in Legion, man. I remember a lot of people like Legion gearing. And there's still like a point to play. I know people are gonna be like, oh, if there's no gear, what's the point of playing? Like, when I play Overwatch, I play for the ranking, right? When I play arenas too, I play for the numbers, dude. Like getting to 2K, getting to 2,400. And then you get your mounts, you get illusions, you get transmogs. So there's still a big point of playing. It just doesn't have to be like about the gear, right? Yeah, I honestly think gearing shouldn't matter in PvP. Gear shouldn't matter. Mald, this one's for you, bro. Yeah. No, I'm not even complaining about gearing, chat. Like, gearing is easy. Shadowland, towards the end, gearing was omega nice. What I'm trying to say is, the gear that brings the stats, like primary stats, strength, versatility, mastery, like more of those. And by the end, it increases by like ×3 of what we started from like season 1. Say season 1, we got like 2 mastery per gear, 2 strength. Towards the end, we get like 50 something, right? The number is huge. So we're just bound to do more bigger numbers, bigger damages. And it's like, why go through all that when they can't even balance season 1 through 4, right? If they make it where gear doesn't matter, like they don't have to go through that stress of balancing the thing. And what I'm more worried about is, like, Windwalkers have a bunch of talent that increases the abilities to do way more damage, right? That's why they do, like, that one-shot trick. Kind of like this, like, Templar Verdict 5%, Templar Verdict here. And it just, like, adds up where it's so strong, but it's these, like, talents that are doing it. But them with the stats and gear, it just gets stronger and stronger. So if gear didn't matter, it would be easier for Blizzard to balance it out. Like I said, I like gearing an MMO, but I think they shouldn't do it because it would be easier for Blizzard to balance out PvP. And if it's balanced, people will have a better time playing, right? It's just these numbers, man. That's what all I'm saying, chat. That's all I'm saying. Flashbang every time. Sorry, dude. Removing PvP gear is the worst idea ever. Okay, what you're thinking is the same thing this monkey was saying in the comment right here. Like, I'm not saying remove gear so people can farm PvE gear and bring it to arena. I'm saying when you enter, it's just equalized. You know what I mean? Yeah. Anyways, chat. We don't need to talk about this, dude. We don't need to talk about this. Okay, let me see. But not everyone wants to do or have a skill to go 2400. A lot of PvP players like the fact that you can get better gear and stomp someone hasn't acquired gear yet. Okay, I mean, if you want to argue to this point saying like not everyone's a good player, that's even a way better reason why gear shouldn't matter. Because in Shadowlands right now, if you want to buy gear, you need to be like 1600, 1700, 1800 to upgrade, right? I don't really know the numbers, but you need to be like combatant, rival to upgrade. And if I'm 1800 and you're 1600, my eye level is way higher than you because I can upgrade it 2 times more. And I'm gonna stomp you even harder. Like, you're gonna be stuck here even more. So that's another reason why gear shouldn't matter. Like, how are you gonna... If I play way more than you and we're better than you anyways, like... You're gonna have a harder time climbing up, dude. Like, what are these logics, chat? What I'm saying? I don't know, man. Isn't that wrong though? I'm saying gear shouldn't matter in PvP, man. Like, there should be a baseline stat and everyone's equalized in PvP. That's all I'm saying. But people want it to matter. I mean, it doesn't matter, dude. It doesn't matter, dude. It was just a suggestion. Thought that gear upgrades were outside of PvP. No. You could just still upgrade. Like, if I log into Shadowlands right now, my eye level that I upgraded with rating is better than the normal conquest gear you buy. You should do what I do, and whenever somebody disagrees with you, just time them out. No, I like for them to speak. I want them to see. I want to like tell them what's up. No, I'm not gonna ban everyone that disagrees. Holy shit, this sound is massive, dude. Like in PvE, gearing is fun, right? I like that. I'm not against it, chat. I just think Blizzard will have an easier time if we did that, is what I'm saying. Because I want Blizzard to do good in PvP. I like WoW games. If it's balanced, more people will play and more people will stay. But if it's not balanced, everyone just cries that this class is doing one shot, extra. And people complain about it all the time, right? So I just want a better system where it's balanced so people have a better time and play more.